So, season 1, episode 3, what is it? Phones down, top up your glass with whatever you got going. Yeah, let's go.
Hang on a second here. Today's
cocktail is brought to you by Moet Chandon.
I'm not even going to be able to open it. I'm pretty sure this is going to blow up in my face.
Woo!
Oh, okay. Actually, that's pretty good. What are you drinking?
I'm going to have a little nude.
Oh. Okay.
Which is a Vancouver-based.
I think we have some chips on order here as well.
Not just any chip, Lynda Steele. Look,
what is it?
Handsome Brad.
Oh, what are those? Are those KFC chips? Okay, let me smell them. Yeah, okay. Well, I'm willing to try them.
Okay, so Lynda, I did bring, just in case you don't like the KFC chips, because we have not tasted these. We are actually tasting them on the air for you.
Bread.
Honest.
Thank you.
There you go.
I pretty much like anything that says chip on the bag, so I will try these. But you know,
you go first. You go first.
Okay.
You go first.
Well, I just wanted to say that we have a little bit of a Ryan Reynolds update.
Did he call?
Well, no. Okay.
We're
like
best friends.
tippy-toeing toward getting Ryan Reynolds on the show. We did reach out to him, and on Twitter, at least, I believe we have a little example of what happened. All right.
He liked my tweet about the show.
This is as close as we're getting to Ryan Reynolds. Okay.
We're gonna update it though. It's kind of going to be like Jimmy Kimmel always mentions Matt Damon at the end of the show. He always says apologies to Matt Damon. We ran out of time for you today. I'm going to be waiting for you, Ryan. I know you're coming here. I know you're going to call one day and you're going to say, ladies, I'm coming in studio because I'm coming home for a visit. Okay?
Is that what he's going to say? Okay. Well, we'll see.
Yes.
By the way, these taste like one spice out of the 12 herbs and spices.
Interesting. Handsome Brad, take these.
Not bad. I'm okay with them.
So tell us something else that's coming while I sample.
Well, I was going to just say that we spent this week on Tuesday night out with a bunch of our new colleagues from CHEK at the Webster's Award, which is a big evening that celebrates awesome media content and initiative and journalism. And so they invited us up on the stage because CHEK received the Bill Good Award for community journalism that has supported the community and raised money for on the island. So yay to CHEK, and thank you for letting us be there with you at the Webster's.
And if you look at the gentleman in the middle there with the blue shirt and the khaki pants there, Levi is the story of his family who literally purchased the station so that the employees could then purchase it from them. Their family story and how it happened.
How old is that guy?
Young and cool and fun, and he tagged both of us in his Facebook post about the Webster Awards, and so fitting that it's the Bill Good Award. Hi, Bill Good.
Yeah.
But the family story behind it, because the whole family was there at the Websters, but it all happened on the day that Levi was getting married. He's on the phone talking about it, talking about CHEK. You know, we want to buy it for the employees because they're an employee-run business owner. We'll get more into the full story with that whole family, I think, in an episode coming up, but it was really funny because basically he's like on his wedding day and then asked his dad about it, and his dad said, ask your mother
to buy a TV station.
I mean, it's just a great story. So cheers to you, and thank you for having us on the team. We do have a jam-packed show here, though.
Because one of the things we're going to be talking about is something that's super close to both my heart and Jody's heart, and that's about dementia. We are seeing skyrocketing numbers in this country, and it's going to get worse in the next decade. We're talking about a 65% increase. Something like 348 people a day in Canada are getting dementia. Yeah. So my dad has dementia, living in long-term care. This is my sweet dad. I think this was his birthday. Anyway, I just love him to bits.
Can you tell the story about when you were last there visiting him?
Well, I was there this week, and we were watching Donnie and Dolly on TV, and I was looking for some golf because Dad likes golf, and all of a sudden the CHEK promo for Steele and Vance came on, and Dad was looking at the TV and he said, "That's you." I said, "Yeah, Dad, that's me." And he looks at the pictures of us, and I said, "That's Jody." And he said, "Jody." Hi, Dad.
Hi, Dennis.
Anyway, so we're going to be talking about our dementia journeys because you have also experienced this in your family.
I have, and very publicly talked about it, my dad's journey with Alzheimer's, and I've come on board. There he is. There's my dad. He passed away last year.
Sad.
Yeah, you know what? And it was really a difficult time. I love him so much. And he's so beloved by the community, a longtime teacher here in Vancouver at Britannia. He was a PE teacher at Brit for forever. I could talk about Dad. But one of the reasons why I got involved with Clear Alzheimer's, who is going to be a guest on the show today, Clear Alzheimer's is how to explain it quickly, like the Terry Fox, like the Terry Fox Foundation, though, like 100% of the proceeds raised, any donation to clear Alzheimer's goes to research. They want to end all forms of dementia, including Alzheimer's, by our children's lifetime.
You know what? I say that's not soon enough. I think what needs to happen is do what the federal government did during COVID. They said we have a huge problem. They pushed hundreds of billions of dollars, and then around the world, trillions of dollars, and everybody rushed to find a cure or at least a vaccine that could prevent all kinds of deaths in this country. And I would love to see them do the same thing for dementia, for cancer. Clearly, if we put our minds together and our resources, we can solve big problems, and we can do it more quickly. And I think we got to get on the dementia piece, because there are 1.4 billion caregiving hours going toward people who are trying to surround and protect and lift up someone that they love with dementia.
And I have to point out, and I'll do so later with our guest, but this one right here has been through it when it comes to dementia in the family, and you have been a touchstone and a lifesaver for me through my journey with Dad. And I hope that if you're watching right now and this is touching your family, you do not feel alone.
Yeah.
And the shame associated with this diagnosis needs to be swept away, because all we can do around particularly Alzheimer's right now is stall it. So the sooner you identify it with your physician, the sooner you can stall it where it is. And that's a big piece of it.
And that's the problem too, though. I think there's 3 Alzheimer's drugs, dementia drugs right now. None of them really work. So when you talk about stalling, there could be a little teeny tiny, it didn't work with my mom, didn't work with my dad. It's not like, wow, here's a vaccine, here's a pill you can take. It doesn't work for a lot of people.
But early detection is super important. And the sooner you can be, and you don't have to tell people you've been diagnosed. You can just know, and then you can protect yourself. You can make decisions about your future. And you know what? We both have the resources and means to care for our families who struggle. I cannot imagine those who don't. Well, so that's a piece of it as well.
So if you're thinking, oh, this sounds like a depressing show, not, because we're also going to be talking about fashion faux pas.
Oh, God.
There's a couple of things coming back in fashion.
No.
You're probably thinking, no, you stay back there. So we thought, just for fun, we would show you some of our bad fashions.
Look at this, I love this.
That's me wearing my MC Hammer lime green pants with my lovely friend Lisa, who I love to death. And 80s, you should have seen the hair, the bad perm, and the whole thing. So let's see.
You had a perm?
Oh,
hold
on. Who didn't have a perm?
Me, I didn't. I have naturally curly hair that I have to like straighten. But a perm, that I want more. I like your glasses. It's very Jamie Lee Curtis.
They're like the size of grapefruits, right?
I love it.
Yeah. Okay. Let's see your photo.
Okay. So mine has a story, but I'm going to save the story for when we do the segment, because I think you might recognize that.
I love the black hose with the white suit.
I'll tell you this much. This is my outfit when I was the maid of honor at my mom's wedding with my stepdad.
Oh, yeah.
So that's part 1 of the story. Part 2 of the story will come later on in the show when we get into fashion.
And who was that guy with you?
Emilio Estevez.
And so was he at the wedding? What
I'll
was
tell
he
you
doing
all
there?
about it later on in the show. You'll have to stay tuned to find out, Lynda Steele. She does not know. You're going to know when she finds out.
Yeah. Okay. Well,
she
you
loves
know everyone.
that.
You're famous.
Oh,
You're like a big celebrity magnet.
Ryan
Reynolds. Everybody loves Jody. Jody's just, DM me, Emilio, if you're watching, Emilio. Jody would love to reconnect from the 80s. Was that an 80s photo?
Yes. That was 1987 when my parents, who had been living together, living in sin, as we used to call it, for like 10 years. Yeah. For 10 years, and then they got married because they were moving south of the border.
The 80s were fun?
They were, except for the hair, am I right?
It was a bad era for a lot of things.
Yeah, it was.
Fashion, hair, glasses. So, now, we have a couple of really big talkers coming up next. Everybody's going to be going, I have an opinion on this. So still ahead on Steele and Vance. Unbelievable photos of a trans teacher in Ontario are going viral. Oh my God, I wanted to sort of warn you, we're going to be talking about this coming up next. Plus, the PM belts out a tune in London ahead of the Queen's funeral, and the critics go crazy. Was he
Meghan
literally
McCain hates you.
Tone deaf? Meghan McCain blocked me on Twitter.
So bizarre.
Was this much ado about nothing? That's coming up next on Steele and Vance.
We're going to unpack that in a big way.